And then he's like, okay, I got lung cancer. And she was shook. And I'm like, he been trying to call you and tell you for how long now? And now you shook. You want to be in his life, and you just like your niggas to be dying, huh? You like when your daddy got sick, you came through. When your brother got sick, you come through. You just want your niggas to be dying. Is your husband dead? Are you a widow? Or how many ex-dead husbands do you like? I didn't care for it. He's in the hospital. Is he not in the cancer ward? There are places in hospitals for whatever you got. If you having a baby, they got you in the maternity ward. If you having cancer, they got you in the cancer ward. If this is an emergency, they have you in the emergency room. I'm trying to figure out where's Cecil's room. Her breasts were doing the Cupid shuffle. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Charity may as well just swing on down to the gay club and stand in the middle of it and say, I need Judy's immediately. Get me gays now. Like, that's like, what do you do? Why are you surrounding yourself with the gays, with the girls?
Tyrese's hairline is much like, you know, a woody pasture. It's like when you walk into the forest and you see all the trees are not, you know, they're not in formation. They're not straight across. They're giving you jagged edge. Tyrese's edges are giving you very much a jagged edge. His hair is gone. It's not gone by choice. His hair was evicted from his scalp, and, you know, it didn't all leave. Some of his hair is having a sit-in on his head. It's giving you very much, you know, back in the day, 1960s, you know, sit-ins, you know, going to the restaurant, sitting at the counter, and resisting. Some of his hair gave up, and some of his hair is resisting. It's holding on just to what, you know, to God's unchanging hand, basically. And I'm reading Tyrese because Tyrese feels the need to come for the girls. He feels the need to come for any and everybody. And I always have come for in my soul. I can talk about anybody, anytime. I'll talk about my mama to her face, and she knows I love her down. But if I just need to read, I just need to read.
Karen's daughter Raven comes in, and they're having strawberries and nasty croissants, apparently. And Raven is we were at this 48-hour thing. I wasn't really paying attention. And they just had me eating the most disgusting food. And they had me eating a cheesesteak. And Karen is over there giving, my baby had a cheesesteak. A cheesesteak. A cheesesteak. And she's in the confessional saying, I hope it was organic. There you go, letting your mole speak out of turn. Again, shut your mouth, shut your mole's mouth. A cheesesteak. I cannot. Grace, you need to get on some sort of a medicine. Your hormones are just, you always crying, sis. Are you depressed? Come sit on my couch. Let's talk. What's going on? Are you okay? Call me, Grace. Hit me up on, you used to call me on my cell phone. Charity, call me too, because you're going through some things as well, because you did the Waiting to Exhale haircut, so I know you suffering as well. Call me. You know what? While we at it, Sophia, you gonna call me too, because you going through it with your cousin. Call me. Lady May, don't call me, sis. I can't help you with your problems. You sleeping with your daddy and stuff. I can't help you with that. But your sister Mavis, she can call me, because we can get this drinking thing together. Kevin, call me, sis, and I will escort you to Pride personally. I'll take you down there. Wherever you want to go, we can go to LA Pride. We can go to the Memphis Pride. We can go to Atlanta Pride. We just can't sleep with nobody at Atlanta now. We can't. I'm not going to allow you, you know, to bust it open for the Atlanta girls, because we're not. And it's no shade to the Atlanta girls. It's just the rate, the HIV rate is severe down there. I cannot allow my good sis Kevin to get anything on my watch. But we can go to the New York Pride. Just call me, sis, and we'll work it out. We'll get the details together. But then Sharice goes into a story about when she was in the 8th grade. She was on a moped and she, you know, bounced up and went back down. Her tutu, as she calls it. She was talking about how it's swole up. And I'm just like, we are at hookah. Why are we talking about swollen vagina? Like, this is just, She said her friends came in and saw the ice pack between her legs. And she lied and told her boyfriend that it was sewed up and she couldn't have sex. All through high school, she let everybody believe that she was just stitched up down there. And I'm just like, that's not something that I would... You see how I was allergic to that bullshit? It's just not something that I would say. I didn't mention my vagina in high school, like, at all. It didn't come up hardly ever. So I really didn't speak much about my tutu. And then Karen in her confessional, it's called a vajayjay, not a tutu, a vajayjay. And I'm like, you ain't even hear that word until 10 years ago when Chandra Wilson said it on Grey's Anatomy when she was having that baby. Shut your mouth. You act like it's just law. Shut your mouth. Shut your mole's mouth. Zip. Zip. Zip them. Hush. And Kenya goes into, yes, for the rehearsed reason, shakes her titties. And I'm sitting here like, Kenya, please don't act like you don't pump it down to Lips ATL every weekend and get retired queens to give you tired reads. Now, let's not act like we're not pumping it down to, you know, and you're not even pumping it down. You're not even going to the balls. You having the ball girls, the ballroom queens, come to your spot and tell you what they told somebody else, and then you take it, and then it's just your. And another thing, the girls will not be adding true tea to their little repertoires now. Talking about, oh yeah, Portia said true tea on the last episode, and that's sickening, and I'm just gonna take it. Portia didn't come up with that. The girls have been saying true tea since tea was true. I'd be so mad. I pump it down to the church. And the church girls like, oh, shade, lies. And they're like, I got that from Tamar. Tamar stole these things directly from the girls. Go over to Kevin and Mikhail, and they're saying you tried it, and shade and lies and you know, the things that the girls are saying. Tamar was hanging out with them. She snatched all that lingo, put it on TV, and now the church girls are out here talking about shade and lies and then rebuking homosexuals. Sis, you sound like one. She said the F word, smooth, just rolled off the tongue. And then Iyanla called her the B word. And you called me a B-I-T-C-A. You spelling now? You spelling now because you shook. Because who gonna check Iyanla? You're not gonna come for Iyanla. Iyanla don't have no hair. That's indicative of somebody who will throw. Iyanla got an island. I bet you that island come off. I bet you she could reach up in there, unsnap something, pull that whole little section off, and only have this much hair. I bet you Iyanla ain't gonna have that. Try it with Iyanla. You gonna be waxing just smooth skin, just skirt. Just try to punch her. It's gonna slide right off. You know her head is greased and oiled because the black girls don't go out without grease in their scalps. You know you're gonna slide off. Try it. And she didn't. Neffy came through with, you calling me out of my name, calling me a B-I-T-C, and walking off and storming off and all of this. Iyanla even said, ain't nobody ever called you a bitch before? You ain't never called her. You was just sitting up here cussing at your husband. You shook now? No. Oh, Jesus. I cannot. Get from here. Go on. This bug is trying it. Get on. Okay. I just can't live. Oh, Jesus. Wasps are following me everywhere. I can't. Oh, Jesus. It tried to fly into my face. Thank God for windows. At least I'm in the shade. I just told her to be. Ooh, a wasp. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Why do they do this? It's too hot. I can't. Can I live? I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm like, Iyanla, clock this. Clock it. Stop her. You can see that one of these things are not like the other. Mama is lying. I wish Iyanla would have clocked it, but she didn't. She kept them going, and now we ain't here. Iyanla, now, I'm going to have to get on you. We're going to have to start fixing these lives. If I, an untrained eye, well, a mildly trained eye, can spot these problems, Mama, you have to nip these in the bud. Then Malaysia is trying to read Tammy's makeup looks, and I'm just like, you can't really read her makeup looks when you're walking around looking like bananas in pajamas. You can't do it. You're yellow. Just very, very yellow in the face. And it doesn't go with the neck. It doesn't go with the shoulders. You know, it doesn't go with what's going on past the lace of your lace front wig. It just doesn't. Your face is yellow. It's time to let go. Put down the Ben Nye banana powder and move on with your life. You don't have to do this. Heather goes and gets the book. Now, this is the holy book. This is the book, the Bible. She gets the book, and I'm like, okay, we're going to have, devotion. All right, well, let's have devotion. I thought we was going to fight, but we're going to have devotion. All right. So, I open up my Bible, and I'm turning, and we're going over to Ephesians, and I'm just like, okay, Ephesians, all right. She hands him a paddle, and she's reading from the Bible, and I'm like, this is not the type of Bible study I've ever been to, but we're going to let it rock. So she's reading the Bible, and then he hits her with the paddle, and I'm like, I don't know if this is Bible study. And you can see that she's getting some sort of, sexual arousal, and I'm like, ugh, y'all are getting kinky with the Lord's book? The Bible? Y'all couldn't have just printed that scripture on a sheet of paper. That would have made me feel better. But this is the B.I.B. You know how many other good scriptures are in the Bible? And you desecrate them all with this foolery. I can't. He's telling her that the police have the pictures and you don't have them. And I'm like, it's only logical, even if she doesn't, because this is Tyler Perry's production and she probably doesn't have backup, but it is logical to assume that she has backup somewhere. This is a whore now. She has locations. Whores have locations where they hide whore things. And it's just logical to assume that she has these pictures on a file hidden in a whole location. It just makes sense.
What if I listen to the that's on the internet about you having a daughter that they say is a build-a-whore?
Robin, during this function, tells Giselle that within the next 6 months, she's going to figure out if, she and Juan are going to break up or if they're going to continue on. And you're just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I can't participate. Robin is my favorite, my absolute favorite. But I need you to move on. I may have to go ahead and put you in gay timeout. I may have to put you in the lesbian category. You already play basketball, so you're partway there. I may have to go ahead and place you in gay timeout because you just cannot seem to get it right with these niggas. So I'm gonna watch the reunion, and we're gonna find out if I'm gonna put you in gay timeout. I'll know by the end of next week.
Like, Robin, daughter, it is declared and decreed. You are a lesbian now. If I had a gavel, I would bang it right here today. If you don't go find you a studsman today, you know what, Robin? You a little on the STEM side. You could get away. You could have a femme girlfriend, and y'all do each other's hair and makeup and do each other's body parts and things. And then you come back to us, and you come back to us happy. All this living with this man, and he don't want you, and y'all sleeping in the bed together, and he don't want you, and he just keeps saying, we just gonna work at it. How long y'all gonna work at it? When are we gonna take the test? Y'all been studying too long. Y'all have studied and studied and studied and studied, but y'all have not set a date for the test. So I can't be bothered.
He asked her to stay on the payroll so he can have something to show his parole officer and all of this. And Charlie's like, I would never take you off the payroll. I would never do you like that. Like, I'm your sister. And Ralph Angel says, I wouldn't know it, blah, 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 the way y'all treat me. And I'm sitting here like, now, Ralph Angel, your sister, like 3 weeks ago, when the police came to the house, do you remember? Listen, use your ears, listen to me. When the police came to your house, Ralph Angel, and they asked you about the gunshots they heard the other day, remember how your sister said that was me with the gun? Do you remember? Okay, so your sister is known to take up for you, right? Your sister, she's been there. She's had your back. And she said after the police left that she would have your back. Your sister literally fetched and stepped, shucked and jived to keep you out of jail. And you don't know if she's going to have your back. I can't be bothered with Ralph Angel. He's stupid and he's fine as hell. But he reminds me of Benny on the haves and the have-nots. Just fine and ain't too much going on up here. But sis, hey, knock, knock, knock. Hate to break it to you, you're a whore. Like, by all accounts, whore. You have somewhat of a pimp. You have Johns. David was a mark for your whore activity, so I don't understand why you were shook. I don't know if you were playing the part, in front of David, like, oh, how dare she call me a whore, but in real life, like, girl, you got my number, I don't know. I don't know. No, because I'm upset. I had the whole wall covered.
Why am I still up there?
That's because you couldn't get to the ceiling. I had the entirety of my wall covered with photographs, and it was the ones from Tiger Beat and Team whatever that was reversible. So I had Chris Brown on one side and like Jesse McCartney on the other side, and depending on my mood, I would switch the things, And she came into my room one day and took them all down for no reason. We weren't packing to move. We weren't doing anything in particular. She just took down all of my posts. No, you didn't. You just came in and took down all my posts.
I was preparing to paint the wall.
No, you weren't. Because you didn't paint the wall. No, you had painted the wall. This was after the wall had been painted. So the wall has never been painted since. Well, it has after your granddaddy sent all them folks in to tear down the wall in Cano. But before that, you took each and every one of my photographs off my wall and threw them away.
I didn't throw them away. They're still at the house. I didn't throw them away.
She says she has a real thick vagina, smuggle bricks to China. So it's just a lot of China talk here. She's racing with China. She's in China. She's mixed with China. She's smuggling bricks in her vagina to China. It's just a lot going on here with China. So she's doing all of these tricks in the bedroom. She's doing flips, acrobatics, spinning around. I really hope she pulled those bricks that she's smuggling to China out of her vagina before she started doing all these tricks and busting it open. But that's her own vaginal health business. It's very terrible that she has whatever that condition is that causes everyone to die once they get down to her vagina. But that's apparently what's going on because it's on Tsunami. And then she goes into, grrr, all that pillow talking, nigga. That's what these hoes do. You a B, word to my nigga short. We won't never write no statement. We ain't showing up in court. B, we don't do no gossiping. We don't do no arguing. Not arguing, arguing. So he doesn't use argan oils. He may use something along the lines of, a grape seed or coconut, but he doesn't do argan. There were some things that my mama made very clear very early, what you're not going to do in my house. And so I just never tried anything like that personally. So I don't know how a parent would react to these type of situations. I ain't never snuck nobody in the house. Only people that were, I allowed to come into the house when my mama went home was my sister. Because she wasn't.
And then I knew they were coming most of the time.
And even if you didn't, you wouldn't have cared.
No, not really.
But anybody, I ain't never snuck a boy into my house.
But you brought your dad in there one time and didn't tell me my neck. That's
my father.
He don't care to me.
Yeah, you don't be mad when I bring my heavenly father in.
He need to always be there.
And so
you need to set him an altar in your room.
And so when my natural father, he just
Anyway. I did not know Hazel E was black. And the reason I did not know she was black is because when I go into my cupboards and my cabinets and I look at my Tupperware, I don't assign it an ethnicity. So why would I assign plastic ass Hazel E an ethnicity? Hazel E's gay boyfriend named Rose posted something where he was burning a gay flag and talking about how the gays are going to hell. Hazel posted under that saying, just like in the Bible, the gays should burn in hell. Hazel, you're going to sit here and pretend that your surgically altered lips have never grazed Nikki Baby's surgically altered vagina. You're going to pretend like that's just never happened. That's homosexual, sis. You eating out Nikki Baby is gay. It's gay. So when the Lord swoops in and gathers up all the, the homosexuals and just drops them down into hell like you think he's going to do, he's going to scoop you up and he's going to scoop up your boyfriend named Rose. What do you want from us? Specifically me. Tyrese, what do you want from me? Why are you targeting me? What is the problem? What did I do to you? I'm so tired. It just feels very personal to me because Tyrese, girl, you know I don't like you and you keep popping up. He's selling Shayla Rock sweatshirts. Who's going to buy? Anybody not named Shayla? I just don't have the time. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm such a busy woman. I don't have to do this with you, Tyrese. She proceeds to tell the girls, y'all don't need to be doing all that dancing. Let somebody else do all that sweating and y'all just sing. Y'all are singers. And they said, true. Candy was like, amen, because I can't dance. So hopefully they won't give us all these moves on the tour, honey. Give us a, who can I run to? Fill this empty face with laughter. Who can I run to? When I need just a quick little ditty. You don't need to give us too much. Not too much. Just a shimmy, and a rock. A shimmy. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get back to work. Every time I click Instagram, there's a new photograph of LaToya Luckett and her husband. And so I took the liberty last night of counting since December 8th. Now, mind you, it is the 22nd. She has posted 61 photographs of her husband, her wedding, and the circumstances and the like. LaToya, girl, who are you trying to convince? Because I was convinced. As I was like, okay, LaToya has finally found, and now she's happy, and yada yada, and good. So glad. I love LaToya. I want her to be happy. But girl, 61 photographs in 2 weeks. Mamas, who are you trying to convince and what are you trying to prove? Every time I log onto Instagram, there you are with your finger waves and your husband. What are we doing? Baby. Like, girl, as much as I love to look at you, as much as I find you absolutely gorgeous, and your husband is also cute. 61 photographs. I have not taken 61 photographs this year.